Hello friends and welcome to another episode of Cycling Insider. In this episode I have an excellent bike for you, and it's gonna be the 2022 GIANT TCR Advanced Disc 1. Well, let's first answer the question, who is this bike for? So you see, GIANT TCR platform is an absolute legend when it comes to lightweight, climbing, stiff road bikes. So if you are in the market for some kind of lightweight climbing machine, then definitely you need to have a look at this GIANT TCR Advanced Disc 1. You see, the retail price of this bike is 2,500 British pounds, which is absolutely astonishing and amazing. You will see when we dive into the specifications of this bike why I think you should just go ahead and buy this bike if you can get your hands on one of these. So 2,500 British pounds retail price. When you look at the paint schemes on this bike, you will have a choice of two paint schemes. One is this very classical black, metallic black, or they call it black chrome. Okay, nice. But the one that I'm really interested in is this amber glow, or I would call it like a metallic bronze with a hint of black. Absolutely stunning paint scheme, and I'm guessing this is gonna be the paint scheme which is, high in demand. But excellent stuff here that Giant is offering two paint schemes on this GIANT TCR Advanced Disc 1 bike, where the retail price, is 2,500 British pounds, and sometimes you see much more expensive bikes which would only offer you one paint scheme. So absolutely great stuff here. So now let's dive into the specifications of this bike and let's really see what do you get for your hard-earned money. As always, let's kick off with the frame and the fork on this bike. So the frame is a carbon fiber, advanced grade carbon fiber frame from Giant, and also the fork is the advanced grade carbon fiber fork. This fork has a full carbon fiber steerer, and also keep in mind that frame and forks from Giant come with a lifetime warranty, so absolutely superb. And also this frame, of course, internal cable routing compatible, 12mm through axles front and the back, flat mount disc brakes, and also a press fit bottom bracket. When we talk about some of the smaller pieces on the bike, like handlebar and the stem, so you will get the Giant contact handlebar and also Giant contact stem. So these pieces are aluminium, absolutely great, no problems, and also they are separate pieces, which is superb because nothing is proprietary, everything is super easy to replace or upgrade if you really want. And when you have these separate pieces of handlebar and the stem, it's very easy to set up your desired position on the bike. So absolutely top notch here from Giant. When you look at the seat post and the saddle, so what do you get? With the seat post, there is a Giant variant carbon fiber seat post, top-notch stuff, no problem. It's gonna soak up nicely a lot of road bumps. And the saddle is the Giant approach. I mean, Giant has been making some very good saddles lately, so I'm guessing this is gonna be a very decent saddle. If you don't like it, very easy to replace with your preferred saddle. Now let's talk about the group set on this bike, because this is definitely one of the highlights and secret sauces. So what are you getting here? So shifters, front mech and the rear mech, everything is Shimano Ultegra 11-speed mechanical group set. Superb mechanical group set, no complaints here. It's a proper, workhorse from Shimano. So Shimano Ultegra 11-speed. And as I said, everything, shifters, front mech, rear mech. Also, I have to mention here that the cassette on the bike is a Shimano 105 11-speed cassette. This is 1130 cassette paired with the KMC X11 EL chain. So okay, here you see Giant has kind of saved a bit of money, used the Shimano 105 cassette. Perfectly fine in my opinion, no problems. When you destroy it, you can easily upgrade to Shimano Ultegra if you want. The same story is with this KMC X11 chain. Perfectly fine chain. The thing is, again, once when you destroy it, maybe you want to buy yourself a Shimano Ultegra level chain, but you can always stick with this KMC. Crankset on the bike, Shimano Ultegra 5236. So you see this nice pairing of 5236 crankset with 1130 cassette. Definitely, you won't have any big problems in climbing any mountains, but just keep in mind, if you decide to upgrade the cassette to something bigger like 1132, you will need to change your rear mech, because as it is now, this one can accept 1130. So just keep that in mind. And as I said, press fit bottom bracket on this bike, Shimano standard. I'm not expecting any creaking noises here. When we talk about the braking performance on this bike, so what do you get? So you are getting superb Shimano's Ultegra hydraulic disc brakes. Now here you see Giant has used their own Giant MPH braking rotors, and these rotors are 160 millimeters front and 140 millimeters back. So here what I would suggest you, when you destroy these rotors, buy yourself a nice Shimano Ultegra braking rotors. They will just have a much better heat dissipation and braking performance. And also, please replace this rotor at the back. Put a 160 millimeters rotor also at the back. So you have 160 millimeters front, 160 millimeters back. Very nice braking performance, very nice heat dissipation. I really have no clue why Giant sometimes does it, that they put this small 140 millimeter braking rotor at the back. It's gonna save you, a few grams of weight, but I would rather have a more powerful brakes than a little bit lighter bike. Now let's talk about the wheelset on this bike. So Giant has used their PR2 disc wheelset. So this is a very simple aluminum wheelset from Giant's own hubs, seal cartridge bearings, and I would expect this wheelset to be approximately 2000 grams, 2 kilograms, and it comes of course with 12 millimeter true axles front and the back, and internal rim width is 22 millimeters. This wheelset is wrapped in Giant Course 1 tires, so these are tubeless tires, and the wheelset is also tubeless ready, so Giant has prepared everything, and these tires are 25 millimeters, although Giant is claiming that effective width is 28 millimeters. Okay, what I would do here is that once when you destroy these tires, buy yourself a proper 28 millimeter tires, just because a lot of air volume you will have inside and very nice smooth ride. Good thing is also here that this frame and the fork can accept all the way to 32 millimeter tires, so if you decide once in the future, it's an excellent choice in my opinion. I have to mention here that what I would do in the future with this bike as one of the first upgrades is to buy a better wheelset. So okay, when you destroy this Giant PR2 wheelset, I would go ahead, save some money, and go to DT Swiss and buy a DT Swiss PR 1600 spline wheelset. So you see this wheelset, usually you can get it somewhere between $700 and $800, so excellent price in my opinion. And some of the highlights of this wheelset I will tell you are that the total weight is going to be approximately 1,700 grams. This is an aluminum wheelset with the superb DT Swiss 350 hubs, and this wheelset will have 32 millimeters rim height if you choose this version, and the internal rim width is going to be 18 millimeters. Also, I have to mention here, as I said, DT Swiss 350 hubs, absolutely excellent stuff. Comes of course with DT Swiss aero spokes, DT Swiss nipples, and you will also get a tubeless tape and tubeless valve, so you can just easily turn it into a tubeless wheelset. Excellent wheelset from DT Swiss, and in this price range of like $700 to $800, absolute, just go ahead and buy this PR 1600 splined wheelset. Total weight of this Giant TCR bike, I would expect it in some kind of size medium-large to probably be around 8 kilograms, maybe even a little bit less, maybe like 7.8 kilograms, which I think is perfectly fine. You can always shave a lot of weight by just replacing a wheel set and some, other smaller parts, but again, I wouldn't bother so much as it is out of the box. It's an excellent bike with a retail price of 2,500 British pounds. So Giant TCR Advanced Disc 1, definitely my recommendation. Just go ahead and buy it if you can get your hands on one of these. So I think this is going to be it for today. I hope you like what I'm doing, and if you do, keep on watching, keep on liking, and as always, I will see you soon in the next episode. Cheers!